Joining us to discuss the recent news about the cyber attack on Sony is Domenic Romano, an entertainment attorney. We appreciate you coming in. So we're hearing these huge numbers about what a loss financially, what a blow this is to Sony. Do studios have insurance for things maybe not exactly like this, but insurance at all?
They typically do,
okay,
but it depends on how the threat is categorized here. And this is an interesting situation in that the studio is decided to pull the release. And, you know, they are also blaming the distributors, in a sense, the theater chains that refuse to show.
That's what they said. They said that the 5 major theater chains did not do it, and perhaps smaller chains could have chosen to do it. Why didn't Sony go that route?
It's interesting because when they announced that they weren't going to exhibit, they said that they had no plans for distribution. And then when the president made those comments, the response of the head of Sony was, well, you know, we're exploring alternative distribution channels. So I think they're backtracking a little bit. I think this is perhaps a collective failure to stand up to a rogue regime that's made an unprecedented threat on U.S. soil.
Actually, George Clooney said that the world has changed on your watch and you weren't even paying attention. What is the precedent for what we are seeing here?
The damage that was inflicted in terms of a cyber attack is not precedented in our history. The Koreans allegedly launched a similar attack on South Korea, and the fingerprints are similar in that it was broadcasters and banks. But unlike the typical cyber thief who just takes the information, there they wiped out information on the servers, which appears to have been done to Sony as well. So you've got reputational damage, you've got lost information, you've got salaries being released, sensitive confidential scripts being out there.
The effects of this could actually be years to come, quite frankly.
It could have a chilling effect on people doing business with the studio.
So where are Sony's allies? Perhaps Sony didn't stand up to this, depending on how you characterize it, because there weren't other studios that were backing them up. In fact, the CEO of Sony, Michael Linton, said in an interview that he's got no support from other studios. Could all the studios have pushed back against this?
The competitors didn't step up, and they could have, and those theater chains could have stepped up. Essentially, they let a dictator basically set the entertainment agenda to censor what Americans would watch in the upcoming weeks.
It's remarkable, really. So the idea that people may still be able to see the movie, perhaps streaming, might that happen? How complicated is that?
I think it's pretty much a sure bet, and it'll have a much bigger audience.
Much bigger audience.
So congratulations, North Korea.
Absolutely. Well, this is going to be fascinating for weeks and months to come. It's affecting a lot of people. Domenic Romano, entertainment attorney, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Absolutely.